Goon.
Give me this shit.
It's been a while since a show let the main bad guy genuinely force the hero to turn his back on the organization that he used to work for. And episode 15 actually pulls the trigger, which is kind of insane. This is the episode where Code stops feeling morally questionable and start feeling outright cruel. We finally learn why Nox turned his back on Code, and honestly, really hard not to actually sympathize with him being left stranded alone on a mission, denied backup, abandoned in the dream world, probably forced to fight the manifestation of his own dark with no way out. That's just not that's not only negligence, it's institutional, it's absolute disposal. It's institutional disposal. Code doesn't see the agents as people. They see them as number, replaceable tools, and the literal fact that they numbered them make that implication makes it more real than what we actually believe it is. Zero's conversation with Bakuo is where, in my opinion, it really starts to click. Bakuo tries to dig for answers about Code's true goal and about what Nox really is, and Giro gives him enough truth to be, in my opinion, really dangerous. The quote-unquote fighting for world peace, the gray morality, and necessary sacrifices. It's the kind of language that sounds noble until you realize it's designed to excuse anything. Even Zero, before having Bakuo go out on a mission, saying to Bakuo, hey, don't let your sister stress out. This industry, this entire organization is rotten to the goddamn core. Even when casually Zero reveals to Bakuo that Nox was code number 4, discarded that moment this number 4 discarded the moment he became inconvenient, was the moment that even Bakuo realized there is a rot at the center of this organization. What really works is that Bakuo doesn't rebel immediately. He presses, he reflects, he admits that the kind of agent that he wants to be is quote-unquote the regular types, the one that looks cool, fight evil, save people from suffering, and always saves the hero. And Zero doesn't mock him for that. He almost respects it, which makes it more interesting. While on Nox's side, this entire thing was surrounded by darkness. He's literally trapped in the dream world, haunted by the shadow nightmare, paranoid even when there is nothing attacking him. He's not the villain here. He's a man broken by being left alone, which his interaction with Nem really emphasizes it. She cuts straight to the core, and Nox doesn't just fear the nightmare, he fears the darkness of Code itself, the system that left him behind. And then Bakuo finds a loophole. The mission was to eliminate the enemy. Nox is an enemy, but also is the shadow nightmare. Bakuo understands that he's also someone that is captivated by a nightmare, and he gets to confront Nox after entering the door to his deepest mind. And that confrontation is the emotional heart of the episode. Bakuo refused to fight Nox. Outright he says the dreamer didn't do anything wrong. This is an empathy that genuinely struck Nox Nox into silence. It's so profound, but it's also so this show. It's the franchise as a whole. It's understanding that there is more good in people trying to figure out who the fuck they are and not just putting labels on them. And I love that the battle against the Shadow Nightmare was really cool because it had Bakuo use all 4 main abilities. It's not the main 4 for some of them, but it is the 4 main one, and Plasma, which I do like that, like, Bakuo uses all 4 in different ways, which is so cool. And the boost, like, Capsule is really cool, which I am interested if every form can get a boost form. Like, I would like every form to get one and just like get a recolor of the exhaust fins, so everything kind of fits a specific tone. Plasma will be like electricity, kind of like the one that we saw now. We can make Impact just Zero themed, like it's about the bike. That'd be cool. I would genuinely like it. But everything around that fight was so cool, and that fucking finisher. Oh, I needed a new pair of pants after that. I needed to change my underwear. That was great. That was so cool. And when the Shadow Nightmare was destroyed, the real world payoff hit immediately. The storm cleared away. Odaka wakes up. The nightmare metaphorically is now broken. But this episode was smart enough to not give us a full resolution. Nox doesn't forgive Code. He doesn't join Bakuo. He doesn't even thank him. He leaves unsettled, warning Bakuo not because he hates him, because he knows what waits him down the road. And the moment that he gets discarded, the moment that he gets discarded is probably winding down closer to what he thinks. And the same ring that Nox used to play with, which I had the theory that it might be the same pendant that Nem used to wear, he leaves it behind, almost like he's over it, knowing that there is something bigger to play here. This is where we get introduced to the lady. Until now, we felt Code like it was the ceiling. Zero was the face of the authority, the one that's pulling the strings, the one who decided who gets discarded for the sake of peace. But the lady doesn't just sit above Code, she exists outside of it. Literally on the other side of the moon, in a garden, cultivating a bunch of nightmare butterflies. And that visual matters. Not only the space mirror in at least architecture, Zero's office, but where we see a sterile and orderly kind of design for Zero's, she cultivates chaos where Code weaponizes dreams, she lets them grow. The butterflies here don't look imprisoned. How much she does kill one, but look like they are in their natural habitats. Like they were always meant to be there, which immediately raises the questions: how much Code are controlling the world? Do they also control the nightmares? Or something is interrupting something that already exists? Literally, her goal is creating a safe and peace world, creating a safe and a peaceful world without Code. That line can reframe almost everything, because suddenly Nox is not a rogue agent. He's a prototype, a survivor, someone who slipped through the cracks of Code's system, and he was caught by something else. The lady doesn't reject dreams or nightmares. She understands them, and unlike Zero, she doesn't speak in moral abstractions. She speaks in certainty. Her monologues about dreaming, about becoming a butterfly, connecting it directly to Nem, to Nox, to the ring, to the idea that the identity of the show isn't fixed. It's metamorphosis. And if Nem cultivates the butterflies in the in-between, the lady cultivates them beyond the moon. Then the dream world isn't just one singular place. It's a network. It's an ecosystem, which makes Code feel less like guardians and more like invaders. was. And Nox standing there, newly awake, still unsure whatever reality or dream is real. That's the most dangerous place he could be. Not aligned, not controlled, just aware. When he embraces the codename Nox again, it doesn't mean like a regression, it feels like acceptance. He's choosing who he is this time. And now we got pretty much three forces in play. Code that enforces peace through control and disposal. Code enforcing peace through disposability and control. The lady pursuing peace through transformation and removal of code. Bakwo and Bakwo standing in the middle, believing that you can still save people without sacrificing your humanity. And that's why this episode really worked so well. And there is this lingering question in my head. Nem, the ring, the butterflies, if the Nem captivated them once, the lady does now, what does it mean about the dream world? Who builds it? Who really controls it? Is it the lady? Is it an outside entity? Or is it code itself? It's not all answered, not at least in this episode, but that's the point. With Nox awake, refusing to reconnect, stepping fully into his identity again, the board has shifted, and we have the fact that we are heading on a break for like a week before Nox's writer debut is actually kind of cruel. But yeah, for episode number 15, this episode gets an S+. So, what's your overall thoughts of episode 15 of Kamen Rider ZEZTZ? Comment below, let me know. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please, if you liked it, smash that like button. Hey, help your subscribe button achieve its true goal of becoming a subscribed button by smashing that subscribe button. Don't forget, you're the only one that can prevent forest fires. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye!